There are moments when everything feels heavy. The air is thick, voices tighten, time seems to slow in the wrong way. Everyone is trying so hard, and the harder everyone tries, the more rigid things become. In those moments, seriousness feels responsible, lightness feels risky, and yet, for some nervous systems, it is lightness that opens the door back to safety. Today, I want to talk about humor, novelty, and play, not as distractions, not as rewards, but as biological reset buttons for systems that have gone into threat. Hello, and welcome back to the William Gomes Podcast. I am William Gomes, and I am grateful to have you here. When a nervous system is under threat, it narrows, attention tightens, options disappear. Everything becomes serious, literal, and urgent. This is not a personality change. It is a survival state. In survival, the brain prioritizes certainty and control. Anything unexpected can feel dangerous, and yet, paradoxically, it is novelty that can sometimes soften that grip. A small surprise, a playful shift, a moment that doesn't fit the script. Novelty bypasses threat systems because it interrupts prediction. The nervous system pauses. What was that? That didn't match what I expected. In that pause, rigidity loosens. Humor works in a similar way. Laughter is not just an emotion, it is a physiological signal that says, for this moment at least, danger has passed. This is why humor can restore flexibility. When logic fails entirely for PDA, nervous systems, this matters deeply because threat responses in PDA are fast, intense, and sticky. Once the system locks into defense, direct approaches often make it worse. More seriousness, more explanation, more pressure to be reasonable, all of which tell the nervous system that the danger is real. Play does something different. Play says, this is not a test. This is not an evaluation. This is not a trap. Play introduces movement without demand, not movement towards a goal, movement within the body. And that movement can be enough. To shift the system out of freeze or fight, imagine a child called Noah. Noah is stuck. He can't get dressed. He can't move forward. Every request feels unbearable. The room is tense. An adult tries explaining, then encouraging, then insisting. Each attempt adds weight. Now imagine something unexpected. The adult puts a sock on their own hand and starts talking to it in a ridiculous voice. No instruction, no expectation, just something strange and slightly absurd. Noah freezes, then watches, then smiles. The moment cracks. This is not manipulation, it is regulation. The humor didn't make Noah compliant, it made him available. Available to move, available to engage, available to come back online. But humor and play are not always helpful. And this matters. When a nervous system is already overwhelmed, too much novelty can feel like another assault. Too loud, too fast, too unpredictable. Play that demands participation can become pressure in disguise. Humor that mocks or minimizes distress can rupture trust. So the question is not, should we use humor? The question is, what state is the nervous system in right now? Helpful play is invitational. It can be ignored. It does not require a response. It offers lightness without obligation. When humor is used to pull a child out of distress, it often fails. When it is used to sit alongside distress, it can work. There is also something important about timing. Play is often most powerful after a period of heaviness, after tension, after rupture, after a hard moment has passed. Reintroducing lightness then is a signal of repair. It says we survived that. We're still here. The relationship still holds. For PDA nervous systems, This is profoundly regulating because it shows that intensity does not define the relationship, that distress does not cancel connection, that seriousness is not permanent. Lightness returns. Adults sometimes worry that play undermines authority, that humor will be taken advantage of, that things will spiral out of control. But play does not remove boundaries, it softens the nervous system. So boundaries can be tolerated. Regulation comes first, capacity follows. Play is not a reward for good behavior, it is a support for a nervous system that is struggling to stay regulated. When used with attunement, humor and novelty become bridges, not away from difficulty, but through it. For PDA nervous systems, life can feel relentlessly serious, full of demands, expectations, invisible pressures. Play punctures that seriousness. It creates breathing space, and in that space, flexibility can return, not because anyone was forced, not because anyone was persuaded, but because for a moment the nervous system remembered what safety feels like. Thank you for listening. This is the William Gomes Podcast. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and if you found this episode helpful, you're very welcome to follow, share, leave a comment, or a rating. I'll speak with you again soon.